Before the video start, please drop a like and subscribe to help the channel grow and to reach our 1,000 subscriber goal.
The other day, though, what I do want to talk about is we were on our flight.
Yeah.
We were getting on a flight. We were getting on our flight to go to where the fuck were we going? Houston. We were going to Houston. We got on a flight. We were getting on a flight, and I do this thing before we get on a flight is I make Jason get into a costume before the flight. Mm-hmm. So the last time he got into a Jesus outfit, so he was running around the airport dressed as Jesus. It was great. It was a lot of fun. And this time I got him
not so much fun.
Yeah, this time it wasn't so much fun. He dressed up as an inmate, like a guy from a state penitentiary. Like he had handcuffs on, and he was completely barefoot, no socks, and he was wearing handcuffs. Mm-hmm. And he was running around the airport through that. And we were really late for our flight, so we didn't have any time to film and get changed back into our outfits. So we had to board the flight as this inmate. Mm-hmm. And right off the gate, like right at the gate, actually, they were already like, "You're not boarding this flight, sir, unless you put on shoes." Mm-hmm. And everyone was getting really fucking freaked out.
No, they were nice. He said he was like, "You're not getting on my flight unless you put some shoes on." That's how he said it. And then he was like, "What are you guys doing?" And I said, "Oh, we're YouTubers. We're just doing this thing." And he was fine with it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was fine.
I was skipping a little ahead.
Yeah,
yes. Okay,
that guy was fine.
The guy there was fine. And then but he did say, he's like, "Please get your shoes."
Yeah,
you're not boarding till you get your shoes. So I ran in on the flight to get Jason's shoes because his bag was already on the flight. And I come back, and Jason is already stepping foot on the flight without his shoes. So he's already gone barefoot on the flight. First of all, I was running to give Jason the shoes, and there's a flight attendant in front of me, and I go, "Excuse me, ma'am, excuse me." And she goes, "You will wait your turn. I am doing my job right now." And I just started laughing because I'm like, I'm not going to fucking argue with this. This is hilarious. Why is she in such a bad mood? So I had a little giggle to myself. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll wait.
I am supposed to be miserable considering the airline that I work for is known for being horrible to people.
So no, I laughed. I laughed it off. It was fine. I giggled. And then she let me pass finally. And then I noticed that Jason was already boarding the flight. And
was that a big problem that I didn't have shoes on?
Yeah.
Was that part of why this happened?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Let me keep going. So then Jason is going to his seat, and he walks by this woman, and I'm following Jason at this point. And this woman turns to me, and she goes, "Oh my God, is that a real prisoner?" And I go, yeah, it is. And she goes,
Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification to get notified about new posts and to help the channel grow.
And I go, I'm kidding. Genuinely fucking scared, like we were bringing on a real prisoner onto the plane. Yeah. And then she laughed. She giggled because she giggled.
I saw that
because I told her that it was fake. And then you went to go sit down on your airplane in your airplane seat. And then he was still in handcuffs at this moment, and he wanted to like take the handcuffs off. And I was wiggling the keys to the handcuffs right in front of his face. And I'm like, "You want these? You want these?" And instead of giving it to him, I put it in my friend Todd's mouth. And Todd pretended to swallow it. And then our friend Zane saw Todd pretending to swallow the key. And Zane freaked out. And he's like, "Oh my God, dude, did you swallow the fucking key? That's not fucking good. That's not fucking good." I don't know what is with our friends, but they fucking freak out at one another when something's going wrong. Like,
yeah, he had genuine concern for Todd.
Genuine concern.
He thought Todd was going to die.
And Zane turns to the flight attendant, like pulls on her shirt and goes, "Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. We're definitely gonna need a medic on the flight because my friend."
He said, "Is there a doctor on the flight?" Is what he said.
He's like, "Is there a doctor on the flight?" And
that flight attendant was like not having it either. She was just like, "What? What do you need?" Like it was almost like they wanted
a reason to kick us off.
Exactly.
Which is totally normal because we're a bunch of fucking little douche fucking dweebs in first class. I get it, whatever. They signed up for first class because they didn't want to deal with, little kids like us.
Right.
So then she goes, and I think she tells the pilot, and then the woman, another flight attendant comes up to me. There's like 7 flight attendants on this fucking flight for some reason. Another flight attendant comes up to me, and she's like, "Yeah, the pilot just decided that he doesn't want to fly any of you guys." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm totally." First of all, let me explain this. We were at wrong. We shouldn't have boarded that flight as Jason dressed as an inmate. But she told me that, and I'm like, "Listen, ma'am, I'm so sorry. Like, we'll be respectful. Let's just put this in the past. And she's like, I don't know if it works like that, sir. We're really not comfortable flying any of you. And then another flight attendant comes up from behind and she goes, she's like bad cop. She goes, 9/11 isn't a joke. And I go, what? Excuse me? And Todd goes, excuse me? What are you? That's not what we're doing at all.
Right.
You took it to another level. You made us very uncomfortable. And then like an air marshal comes in from outside of the airport to come and talk to us. And he's like, hey, who's the head honcho here? And I go, me.
Yeah. And everybody goes, David.
Yeah. So he's like, can I talk to you for a second? And he pulls me out of the flight to talk to me. And he's like, listen, the flight, we all have a sense of humor here. We really do. But the flight attendants, they're just not having it today. I don't know what it is. I don't want it to be a big scene. Can you guys just all get off the flight and we'll book you on another one? And I go, okay, sounds good. And I went back and I got all our friends and that's how we got kicked off the flight in the most respectful way possible at the end.
Yeah.
He was just like, please just get off the flight.
David came back and he was like, all right, we got to get off. And I was like, that's hilarious. Because he's always joking around. And you had to say it like 4 times to me. And I was like, I'll get my things then.
Yeah. Crazy. So we got off the flight, and then we had to wait in the airport for another 4 or 5 hours to catch our next one.
And David had to fly economy.
I had to fly economy.
Which was so brave.
Yeah. I mean,
it was.
I really went through a lot that fucking day. I'd appreciate if you guys could cut me some slack for the next couple of weeks. No, but yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
On that flight.
That's how it went down.
What?
No more costumes.
No more costumes.
No.